Good morning. This is Renee Langvardt, and I am with the Clay Center Area Chamber of Commerce. I'm the director here for the Chamber. I'm very excited to have Lori Huber here. She is the Clay County Economic Development Director, and I just want to say thank you. Thanks for coming, and welcome to the little show that we have going on.
Well, thank you. Glad to be here.
Yes, thank you. Can you give me a kind of a quick overview of what economic development does?
What the Clay County Economic Development does is we're focusing more on growing from within. We're working with the local businesses who want to grow and expand their businesses, or with people who want to start new businesses.
So it's more about making Clay County stronger from what's already here. Is that correct?
Correct.
And I know from a business standpoint, I need that too. So I'm very, very excited about this new program that the Economic Development has kind of coordinated and brought to Clay County, or helped bring to Clay County. It's called the Growing Rural Business Entrepreneurial Program. And can you kind of give us a quick overview of what this program is going to do for business people or anybody here in Clay County?
It's a great program. We were accepted into it because we're now an e-community, and what the program does is provides education for business owners. It's taught by Wichita State University professors, but it's more than a college class. It's not lecture, note-taking, homework tests and that kind of thing. It's actual hands-on working on your business during the class period. And the professors have all owned their own businesses. So it's not just theoretical, it's applicable information.
So with that being said, as many people know, I own my own business as well, called Total Addiction. Would I be able to kind of use my business with some of the exercises or whatnot, or is it going to be like hypothetical businesses that we'll work with?
Nope, it'll be you working on your business. So everybody who comes can work on their business during class time. There are even some people who don't have a business yet established that are coming, and so they might be able to assist other people, kind of work on a real life business instead of a hypothetical one.
Okay, that's fantastic. And you mentioned the e-community thing. What exactly is an e-community, and how did we get to become that?
We have been an e-community for about a year now. It's a program put on by Network Kansas. It's a statewide program. And there was just an application process that we had to go through, and then the applications are reviewed, and not everybody who applies gets in, but we were lucky enough that we got in on a first try. And so that provided us with a community coach who helps us identify business opportunities, ways to grow from within, how to assist the local businesses to accomplish their goals and things. And then after we became an e-community, that provided us with lots of other opportunities to provide to the local businesses, such as this Growing Rural Businesses program.
So being an e-community, there's huge benefits to that.
Yes.
And it's a very positive thing for Clay County, is that right?
Right, because it's not just that we are able to have the Growing Rural Business program here, it's they're paying for half the cost of it.
Okay, so definitely that is a huge asset for Clay County.
Right.
I see. So in essence, we're extremely lucky that we have this opportunity brought to us. Is that correct?
Yes, very lucky. They usually only do 2 per year. So they have one in the winter and in the fall semester and one in the spring semester. And so we were lucky enough to get one of those 2 spots.
Okay, that's fantastic. So did you have something to do with that, being accepted into the e-community?
Yeah, like I said, they normally do 2, one in the spring and one in the fall. But, that put us not being able to have it until 2016, and I really wanted to get here. So I kept promoting it to the people at Network Kansas, and so they went to their board to get funding for a third program, and we were able to get slid in as number 3 for this year.
So once again, ladies and gentlemen, that's another example how fantastic Lori is for Clay County and the efforts that she puts in for our county and for the businesses here. I know myself, I am enrolled in the class, and I am honestly super excited about taking this class. I believe that it's so important to continue to try to grow. I know from my own personal standpoint, I never want to get to the point where I think I know everything, because somebody is always doing it better. Someone's always doing it smarter. I know that there's always things that I can improve on, and I'm genuinely excited to take this class. I'm very thankful. Can you give us kind of a overview of what the different classes are that we're going to be learning about during it's an 11-week program, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay.
It's 11 weeks, but it's actually spread out over a 12-week period because we're skipping spring break.
Okay.
Okay. And they are originally set up for evenings. They're 5:30 to 9 every evening, except for 2. There are 2 that will be done in the afternoon because the professors couldn't make a night class that far away. But we're going to videotape those in the afternoon so that the people who can't make it during the day can still have an opportunity to see what happened during those classes. A lot of the classes center around customers, advertising, promotion, marketing, customer service, those kind of things. There's legal and financial, human resource. There's just about one for every topic.
Okay. So with that being said, what type of business would benefit the most from taking this type of a class?
It is made for just about any type of business. It's especially made for people who are technical. They have the technical knowledge to run their business, but they don't have the business experience, the business degree. So, you could be in the medical field, such as a dentist or an eye doctor, or you can be in a service field, such as a plumber or an electrician, retail stores, the whole gamut, where they know their product. Now they get to know how to run the business around that product.
I see.
And we have a lot of great businesses who have already signed up to do it. This isn't just for new business startups. We have some people who have been in business for 20 years who have signed up as well.
That's fantastic. Like I said, I think that to be a good business person, you have to constantly be evolving, growing, changing, learning how somebody else is doing something, and especially it's so important for Clay County to stay on the cutting edge of things, because we want to continue to remain prominent in our area and attract people to our community from a business standpoint. And then, of course, we would love to have more people move to Clay County and have better offerings, and it really is a huge trickle-down effect.
Yes,
it really is. Everything is connected to each other. So can you tell me who will be teaching the classes?
They're Wichita State professors who have owned their own businesses. So it's not one professor doing every night like a lot of college classes. It's different professors have a different specialty.
Okay.
And so we get the best of each one of them.
That's fantastic. So instead of having to drive somewhere to retain a secondary type of education, Network Kansas and Lori here has actually brought all these excellent professors right to our door. I'm just amazed at this. I think this is a fantastic opportunity for so many people. So can you tell me how much the class costs? Sorry.
It's $250 for the first person, and then $150 for the second person from the same organization.
Oh, fantastic.
Or if they want to attend just one night, they can do $50 for that particular topic.
Okay, so you don't have to come every single week if
Right.
you don't feel it necessary or
Right.
whatnot.
Right.
Now,
If there were only 2 or 3 that you thought you needed, then you could just come to those evenings.
okay. I'll tell you one of the things I'm most excited about with the program is that we're going to be in small groups. Is that correct? After the lecture or after the lesson or
I don't know exactly how that all plays out.
Okay.
I've never witnessed an actual class. But
Okay. The benefit of that, if that is the case, the benefit of that is that many times we can learn from another perspective. And, you know, that really is a huge thing. If people are open-minded enough to acknowledge somebody else's idea, working together in a group, you can really learn and build off of each other's ideas. And I think it's fantastic. Now, I've heard a little rumor that there's a graduation ceremony. Is that true?
I haven't heard that, but that's possible.
I believe that there's a graduation ceremony for the people that attend at least 10 of the classes, I believe so. You have to attend those classes,
right.
so you can't like just go to 1 or 2 of them. But when I was talking to Wendy at one time, and I'll introduce Wendy here in just a little bit, like we said earlier, the program is through Wichita State, and so I asked her if I could be a shocker.
Oh.
Because I have great fondness for Wichita State University. So, well, like I said, I'm very excited about this program. I'm very excited that all of us here in Clay County have this opportunity to take advantage of this exceptional training. Thank you so much, Lori, for coming in today and talking with us about this program, and thanks for all the hard work you do for Clay County. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Welcome back to the program. I'm delighted to have Wendy Veach here with us this afternoon. She is the Director of Outreach Programming at the Center for Entrepreneurship with Wichita State University. And I have had the pleasure of getting to know her a little bit over the last few months, and I'm so excited that she is here today with us to talk to us about the Growing Rural Business Program. Can you tell me just kind of briefly how you got to Wichita State University?
Well, I'm a graduate of Wichita State, and I started my college career pretty much there. And I was working at KU School of Medicine, and I was training medical students the art of bedside manner and communication skills. And I saw this position at Wichita State that was open for a Director of Outreach Programming. And I applied, and it was at the Center for Entrepreneurship, and I started working at the center in 2008.
Very good. What exactly does the Center for Entrepreneurship kind of focus on? Is it about building new businesses? Is it about training people to have that entrepreneurial mindset, or is it kind of a culmination of different things?
It's a culmination of all of those things you mentioned, in addition to our curriculum and our academic focus with our students. We have a major and a minor in entrepreneurship, and we take great pride in that. We also have a Shocker New Venture competition, so those students that we're educating can also compete in the process of launching and starting a new business. So, and our outreach arm really does focus on family-owned businesses, training and upgrades and tools for businesses in the community. We have Friday programs, and we also have our Growing Rural Business, which focuses on rural businesses throughout the state of Kansas.
Okay. Now, I was just thinking about something when you were talking, and I might be naive in my thinking, but I'm wondering out there if many people know exactly what an entrepreneur is. Can you kind of explain what a true entrepreneur is? Because it's not exactly just being in business, am I correct?
That's
it's
correct.
A different mindset.
It is a different mindset. I think that it's more about the process of running a business, the ideas. I think that entrepreneurs are idea people, and I think that they're not afraid to take risks, but they take calculated risks. Unlike the myth that, well, entrepreneurs are risk takers. No, they take very specific calculated risk, planned out risk. So, and I think an entrepreneur is just willing to try different things. They are very energetic and competitive, I think. from what we've seen, and two, they are seeking knowledge at all times. I think they're just truly lifetime learners, and that's what makes them very successful. And then that's why they then sometimes progress into being a serial entrepreneur.
Okay.
If they have a success, they're interested in obtaining and launching another success.
I understand. So knowing what I know about the program that we have coming to Clay County, the word entrepreneur really is the perfect way to describe it. Because I said for myself, from a personal perspective, I want to learn more. I want to learn how I can develop my business better and stronger and more different and stay more competitive and all of that. So I guess understanding what the word entrepreneur means, it really does give a better overview of what exactly the class is going to help people in Clay County. Can you tell me what your involvement specifically with the Growing Rural Business program is?
Yes, my role started primarily with the program in 2011, and it was at the development phase. So we were approached by Kiowa County Economic Development Office, and they were very interested in putting together a world-class program that would serve the needs of rural businesses in the Kansas's communities. So my role is to coordinate the overall efforts, take care of the logistics, make sure that we're scheduling, we're addressing the community needs for the program, and recruiting and marketing and supporting the businesses and their issues and efforts.
Okay. So in the title, it's growing rural business, and you've made mention of that several times. How, I know this is a huge opening a can of worms, but how is a rural business different than like Wichita, for example?
Right.
What are some of maybe a few key point needs that are different from like Clay County's perspective versus where you live in Wichita?
Right. Well, I think in particular, the community that is here wants to live here, right? This is where they've chosen to live, and they're raising their families here. So, for example, if they have a business that they are trying to gain more customers, utilizing the internet might be a good option for them.
Okay.
In Wichita, maybe they don't have such a need to build the market share, but in a rural community, when you don't have as many customers that walk in your doors, the internet can help you with, those kinds of tasks.
Sure.
So I think that that's one of the advantages. So with the program, we look at different ways to give you tools to gain a larger market share of what you're trying to do.
Okay. So it really is developed for people like specifically our county, because some people might be skeptical and maybe on the fence about whether or not the program is going to benefit them, and it might sound interesting, but they might think, oh, it's from Wichita State.
Right.
It's not going to be anything that's applicable to us here in Clay County, and it sounds like you're saying that it's actually the opposite. The program is developed specifically for small businesses and small communities such as ours. And can you tell me some of the feedback from people that you've that have gone through the training?
Yes, I can. And I want to make another point to, you're asking what the difference between Clay Center and Wichita. So for example, we've identified, and it's not uncommon, that word of mouth is really king within the rural community. And so hiring and firing has to be handled in a very delicate manner when you have such a small pool of candidates to recruit from. So I think that is even more delicate in a rural community as opposed to Wichita. You have larger corporations, you have multiple candidate pools, but I think hiring and firing has to be done in a very delicate, tactful manner, because if I don't end on a positive note with you, you may go into the community and it may affect my reputation, and it may even affect the employees that I currently have working for me and their motivation to succeed.
I would even argue that customer service would fall under that category as well, specifically in the rural community, because everybody talks, and the difference between Wichita would be like you mentioned the pools of people. You might have just a smaller pool, and then the other pools surrounding you don't even know who you are. Whereas if you are in Clay County, pretty much everybody knows who you are, just because we just don't have as large a population. So
right, and you're intimately affiliated through school, through work, and through relations and local, activities. So.
Well, it's fantastic to hear that the program is going to specifically address those issues that we face uniquely as opposed to larger cities, even a larger city compared to Manhattan. You know, we still have very specific needs in comparison to Manhattan. So can you tell me some positive things or some feedback that you've gotten about people that have gone through the training courses?
Yes. We had one of our students, this was our second it's our third program offering in Dodge City, and that was the third community that we went to and provided the program. And one of the participants had approached me probably about the end of the program, and it was after the financials component, and she came to me and said, Wendy, I no longer purchase self-help books. I really realized that through this program at this point that structuring my financials is better helping my marketing, and my marketing is better with structuring my financials. And so I realized it wasn't me that I needed to fix, it was my methods within the business that I needed to fix.
So it sounds like it really empowered her to be a stronger businesswoman.
It very much empowered her. And the feedback we also get as well is that they're delighted that our professors have actually owned businesses. So they're not solely academia that are in the classroom teaching, that they have done and owned and made their own money, dealt with employee issues, been in small rural communities as well.
Fantastic.
All of them. So I think that's a benefit as well. And
I would agree.
the people that attend the program really are happy that it's on site. It makes it easy for them to get away from the business and attend the program, and they like that very much. They like the one-on-one interactions, they like the small group exercises, and we get a lot of positive feedback on those components of it.
I know I've said this probably a dozen times now in this program, but I can't tell you how excited I am to participate in this program. And also I'd like to just reiterate how exceptional it is that the class is coming to us. I know I'm a mom, I'm a business person, I'm the director of the chamber, and I don't have any free time. And I would not have the ability to get in my car and drive to even Manhattan to take some type of certificate program or secondary education. And, you know, the fact that the class is coming straight to us is phenomenal. So I can't thank you enough for your interaction with Lori and Network Kansas and for what you do at Wichita State in the Center for Entrepreneurship. If people would like more information about attending the classes, signing up, getting enrolled in the classes, who should they contact?
They should contact Lori Huber at 632-5974. Sorry.
It's okay.
I know the area code 785. So.
We'll forgive you. It's all right. Well, thank you so much for coming today and talking with us.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, I'm
this
very
is a program
excited.
we're very excited about. And I want everyone in the community to know, to date, we've helped 89 businesses in 6 different communities. So we're very proud of that. And our recent graduating class a couple months back was in Colby. So we're very happy to be here in Clay Center.
Oh, and I wanted to ask this too. And when Lori and I just spoke a little bit ago, we weren't quite sure, but there is a graduation ceremony at the end. Is that correct? Or a little type of ceremony?
Yes,
okay.
There is a graduation ceremony.
Okay, and is there a specific requirement to be able to graduate?
Yes, you have to attend at least 9 of the sessions to be awarded the entrepreneurial certificate for attending the program.
Okay, fantastic. And then we'll be shockers.
That's right.
Well,
So 632-5974 is the
correct.
number to call.
Yep.
Lori Huber at your local economic development office.
Well, thanks again for coming, Wendy.
Thank
I
you,
really
Renee.
appreciate it. And thanks for watching our show today.